was a 7 plus 1. She 8. Rachel was all that. Jacob rose up on the scene. He says, hey, where your daddy at? He runs to her daddy. Hey, bro, I want to marry Rachel. She bad. I do whatever it takes. Her daddy is a scammer. Her daddy says, I tell you what, you want to marry Rachel? Work for me for 7 years, and after the 7th year, I'll give you Rachel. Jacob works for 7 years. On the 7th year, they have a wedding. Jacob gets drunk. When he wakes up, looks in the bed, he's in the bed with Leah. This some tea, ain't it? This will go viral on TikTok, won't it? I could do a whole 6-part series right here, right? So imagine he wake up and Leah in the bed. Leah ain't fine. Rachel fine. He like, hold up. He runs to her daddy and says, hey, you played me. I asked for Leah. He said, I asked for Rachel. He says, yeah, but you know the culture is the oldest has to get married first. You got married in order. So even if you were the youngest, you had to wait till everybody else got picked. That's why 6 people can't stand you, because they thought God was gonna do it like this when God did it like this. Y'all miss what I just said. They thought God was gonna boom, boom, because you were 6 and they was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but God got away going from 1 to 6, and they can't figure out why God would go from 1 to 6. It's because the last shall be, oh my God. So this is some good tea, I gotta go now. So he like, hey, you played me, bro. You told me I was gonna get Rachel. He said, I tell you what, if you really want Rachel, work another 7 years. Now I gotta work 14 years. You mean to tell me this brother worked for another man for 14 years to get her? Because if you really want me, you'll do what it takes to be with me. It's critical. Watch this, but I gotta free you. Oh my God, I'm out of time. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Nowhere in the scripture does Jacob complain that he had to work another 7. Oh God, I speak over your life. God's giving you the strength for your second 7. Pastor Mike, what that mean? You've been working hard your whole life. And the problem with some of you ain't the fact that you can't do it. The problem with some of you is you're tired. You don't know if you got the strength to do it again. But I speak by faith, God's giving you your second win for your second 7. That you about to put so much work in over these next figurative 7 that you finna get the very thing you've been praying for. You ought to shout, I receive that. So watch this. So he's married, he's married to Leah, but he won't Rachel. Watch this. He's working 7 years for Rachel, but every morning he wake up looking at Leah. He won't Rachel, but he's looking at Leah. Can you imagine laying in the bed, looking at her, and looking out your tent, looking at her? But that's how some of us feel, because we own a job looking at this. But when we go to bed at night, we dream about that. Because what do I do when my prophecy don't match my reality? Oh, that was it right there. What do I do when my prophecy don't match my reality? When what they spoke over me ain't what I'm under? What you gonna do? Yeah, when you lay in that bed tonight and you look up at that ceiling and it's an apartment that you don't want to be in, but you know it's a house that you can make a home in your spirit, are you gonna sit in your present and cry? Or you gonna lay in that bed and be like, I see it, I see it, I see it. I see it, I see it. So God, gonna give me strength for my second 7. I'm preaching to somebody. And look what he did. He said, no, I don't want you. But evidently he wasn't that mad, because he was still sleeping with her.